Okay, guys, today we're gonna talk about the Xia Bai. Xia Bai. This point is another acupoint of a lung meridian and can be translated as white pressed. So let me just write here. I'm gonna do this page because so Xia Bai. Xia Bai is lung 4. Lung 4. Xia Bai. Okay? This is the a white pressed. The translation might change depending of the, of course, of the translator. A white pressed. So, about this point, this is one of the lung meridian points. Lung meridian. And is part of the tie-in meridian of the hand. Okay? So, lung meridian. And it's also located 5 tsum above the elbow. 5 tsum. Let me do this. Located 5 tsum above the elbow. Okay, and the lung corresponds to the color white. And when selecting this point, should ask to or use both hands to extend the arm, and with the other arm bent, press the location where it touches. Okay, and so this is the way that you're going to find the point. So let me just make an illustration of this point here. Here. Xia Bai. Okay, and then the point will be here. If you follow the arm, okay, this is the anterior view. The point will be approximately here. This is the acupoint Xia Bai. Okay, now in Huan Di Neijing, the diagrams, they mention that white is the color corresponding to the lung. White Xia Bai is the color corresponding to the lung. Okay, this point is on the arm. Okay, this point is on the arm, on both sides, of course. And this is where the lung and the pharynx are located at the same level. And because this also carries this name pressed white. Now in EG, Xia Bai or lung 3 is below Tianfu to lung 2, and 5 Tsun above the elbow, okay? And the lung corresponds to the metal. Lungs correspond to the metal. The lung meridian. Well, actually, let me do this here. Okay. The lung meridian. Corresponds to the metal element. Metal. Pi is white. Pi is white. Oops. And this is the color of the metal, and also lies between the white part of the arm, the arm's musculature, around here. Okay. And Xia Bai, there is another text that mentions that Xia Bai means white, which is the color of the lung, and Xia or Xia means pressed, and in this case it's located between the tendons of the muscle and between the white and the red part of the flesh, and because this has this name pressed white. In the classic of acupuncture and moxibustion, it's mentioned that it's below Tianfu, lung 2, and 5 Tsun above the elbow, where the artery beats, and it is in the location from which a branch of tie-in of the hand emerges. And the bronze figure, it mentions that this point is used to treat heart pain and the sensation of distension caused by belching. That causes belching, actually. And yeah, used to treat heart pain. Treat heart pain. Okay, treat heart pain. And Suen mentioned that regarding the organs, the lung, and the phenomena on nature corresponding to yin yang, regarding the organs, the lung, regarding the colors white, and the principles of life protection. So first one should mark the tip of the nipple, yeah, then use both hands extending one arm at the one arm and pressing the spot where it touches with the other bent arm. So one arm will be extended, the other hand will touch the arm extended, creating a black point, which is the point where is the Xia Bai. Let me see if I have anything else to mention about this point. Xia means, I'm gonna read something here. Xia means refers to the function of the acupoint. Bai means the color of the lungs, which refers to the characteristics of the qi and blood substance after the changes and transformations at this acupoint. And the name Xia Bai means that the qi and blood of the lung meridian, are separated here to clear and turbid. And the qi and the blood substance at this point are like rain, or like rain clouds transmitted from Tianfu acupoint. Since the qi and the blood substance are constantly moving away from the high temperature, especially the high temperature of the chest and abdomen of the human body, the change of the water wet cloud gas at this acupoint is a process of heat dissipation, cooling, and condensation. And due to the continuous heat dissipation, cooling, and condensation, the qi and the blood substance at the location of this acupoint fall from the sky to the ground in the form of rain. And that is from the cortex to the muscle layer. The meaning of the name of this acupoint is that water is squeezed down and the dark clouds in the sky turn into rain and fall, because this makes this clear. So the qi and the blood substance here are like the rain clouds in the sky and the cold meridian water in the earth. And the rain like this rain like clouds in the sky will dissipate heat and condense, then fall to the ground in the form of rain, and that will flow along the lung meridian. The main function of this point is clear and reduce lung turbidity, moistens the spleen, and eliminates dryness. And if it is cold, first we should prick it to bleed, and then replenish with moxibustion, okay, using moxibustion. And if it is hot, use draining needle to release the qi, or water needle. And the movement of qi and blood in the lung, of the human body is from Chongfu. Chongfu point along the arm to the hand, and which is like the cold and humid air moving from west to east in nature. When the water concentration of the cold and humid air flow exceeds its critical saturation value, and the clouds will turn into rain and fall from the sky. After the rain falls, the sky will become clear and white, and the rain will also complete the transferring position from the sky to the ground. Xia Bai, this point, is the rainfall, okay, is the rainfall and point in the human body. Under normal circumstances, the cold and humid clouds in the sky of the lung meridian will descend from the sky skin to the ground spleen through Xia Bai point to ensure that clearness of lung qi and the moistness of spleen will reflect the characteristics of the descent lung qi. Now, however, whether the rain energy from Xia Bai point returns to the ground is affected by many factors. And first, the temperature field and pressure field at Xia Bai point. If the temperature field and pressure field in the local area here, are relatively high, vaporization will become the dominant movement of the acupoint, and the energy will not fall. And second, the qi and blood substance transmitted from Tianfu acupoint themselves. This point that should be here, but is actually here in another drawing. Okay, actually this is Tianfu. Tianfu is here. The third acupoint. Okay, and so I was saying, second, the qi and blood substance transmitted from Tianfu acupoint have a low and dry water concentration. After arriving at Tianfu acupoint, they do not reach the critical value of cloud water concentration for rain and do not fall, thus causing uneven distribution and negative water and moisture between the sky and the ground. This point will help to regulate the lungs and the stomach, and regulates the qi and relieves pain. Usually indicated for cough, wheezing, upper arm pain, tachycardia. It's commonly used to treat bronchial asthma, bronchitis, and Huan Ti Min Tan Jin he mentioned the use of this point to treat pain, cough, dry retching, and also fullness. And the companion of acupuncture moxibustion mentioned the use of this point to treat heart pain, shortness of breath, and dry retching and restlessness. And let me see if I have anything else to share with you guys. Yeah, mainly used to treat disease of the throat, chest, lungs, and other parts of the meridian. Of course, arm, and then cough, asthma, lack of breath, coughing up, blood, colds, chest fullness, sore throat, pain in the supraclavicular fossa, and the inner front edge of the arm, and coldness and pain in the shoulders and back. Yeah, it's pretty much what I have to share with you guys about this point. Xia Bai is lung 4. Okay, Xia Bai, lung 4. And let me just add a few details here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna finish this live, and then I will see you next time. Xia Bai.